All right, everybody. What is going on this morning? Hope everybody is doing well. Let me take this down over here. Know we got it going. All right, all right. Woo! 7 days in, man. 7 days. 1/4, man. 1/4. That's part of the challenge, man. It's just the consistency, and being able to do it consistent. And that was one of the things that was the key factor for me was consistent. And when you commit to it and you do it, it changes. um it's when it really changed it for me, I guess, is just when I made that commitment to my first challenge. And literally I was there for every day except for two, even on the weekends. I think it was every day except for two. But I went back and I watched them later that day and did my part. I got my video posted and got it taken care of it. And I mean, I got so much out of it, so much out of it. And when you set up that and you create that new habit, it's just that's where you really start to get this traction from this stuff. So, um, just wanted to share that with you. Now, you guys might be wondering what in the world is behind me today. What I want to touch on today is first, let's get the challenge out of the way, because today I'm going to keep it short because it is Sunday. And I'm going to push some of the stuff that I was going to talk about today off until Monday. And then we're going to jump into a bunch of stuff on Monday for sure. Colors messed up there. But we want to talk about getting your video done that is talks about how did you get here? How did you get into the business? What's your story? We assume everybody knows, how did we get into the business? Why did we get into the business? Why do we do this industry? Tell your full story. Put it into a video. It could be a couple minutes long, it could be 10 minutes long, whatever it takes. Record it in the format for YouTube, though. So when you're recording it, record it sideways, horizontal. Don't record it vertical like this, which you would be doing typically for social media. Do it more for horizontal, and then we can crop it for social media. And that way it can live out there in any platform. And that's really one of the things when you get good at this is turning around and figuring out where you can record your depths at, and turn around and be able to take and expand and move that or not expand, but be able to take that one recording and be able to batch it out everywhere. And you can take a vertical recording and put it anywhere. I mean, we can do it on Facebook, we can do it on YouTube, we can put it anywhere. It just takes a little bit more work and post. And I've got a team that can do that. If you don't have a team that can do it, then it takes some time. I've got one more person I'm bringing on that is going to help me do it more on the YouTube. It's going to focus on YouTube because that's the one area that we're lacking, where we don't have 100% yet, where some of our vertical stuff doesn't have the side piece like it needs, or we need to fill it in more. And it's everything about this whole social media thing. It's a stair-stepping process. You just don't come into it and do it all at once, especially when you're trying to get out to all the channels. That's a lot to do. I mean, it's a lot to do. And if it's just you, that's a lot to do. So, you take it off in chunks, bite it off in chunks. There's so many more things we're going to touch on next week, as well as far as set up your profile, how you have your name listed, how you have your description listed, certain keywords and phrases. I mean, just there's so many things, little tips and tricks that we've learned. So, I mean, it's just you never stop learning. You never stop learning. That's all I can say. But today's challenge is excuse me, to record a video of yourself telling your story. How did you get into business? And it can be 2 to 10 minutes long. It can be as long as it needs to be. Just tell your story and put it out there. And you'll be impressed and surprised by how some people will respond to it. Because a lot of people, you'll think they already knew and they really didn't know. So that's that on that. And then tech-wise, this week we're going to really dive into some more tech. Yesterday we got into some stuff, how you snag it. I've got a few things I want to touch back on in there, and I want to show you a few things real quick on why you do or don't want to do certain things. But other than that, we're going to keep it short today. First and foremost, editing on your phone is much, much easier than recording on something like this and then having to put it through a full editor. Now, what you can do on this, you can blow a camera away. Now, there is no comparison between the two, but yet what this will do, what you can do with this is extremely powerful, and you won't be able to tell that much of a difference between the two. And I'm going to show you that actually tomorrow, where I recorded a video that I actually put out in the Facebook group, where one was recorded with the big camera, one was recorded with the little camera, and the only difference was lighting. And it was mainly a mishap on my part because I didn't turn my lighting on, and lighting's really the key. Lighting can make the difference. And then this behind me is just a chair green screen. And I'm going to show you guys where I got all the stuff on Amazon or where I purchased it from. But this will help fill in when you're doing your green screen on Instagram. It'll help get rid of all that flowy stuff around you on your green screen on Instagram. It'll help do it a little bit better, but you got to light it a little bit. Excuse me, lighting is the key. Exposure. That's why this is so critical, because this up here is called a field monitor. And when you have it on, you want, the way I use it, as I set it to my false positives, not my false positives, my, oh crap, I kept forget the settings, but it shows you basically want everything gray. And when you start getting yellows or reds, you're getting overexposed. But if everything's gray, then you got perfect exposure. So then when you go in and you get into the editing part, you've got a nice, even lighting exposure that you can work with. So when you pull, they call pulling a key, which is pulling the green screen code, your green screen is going to be even across. So you're going to have an even distribution of light. So when you put over whatever you're going to image, you're going to put behind you, it's going to be clean. It's going to be, you're not going to have any kind of flickering or anything like that. And when you have somebody like me, you have spiky hair, you're going to be able to see in between every little spike. You can be able to see in between your fingers. You're going to be able to see in between everything. So it'll all that stuff will go. So having everything properly set up for green screen is key. This is the super cheat. It will help you cheat it significantly. And then this little thing that you can just literally sit in the back of your chair helps you cheat a little bit more. Put a little light on it. Excuse me, put a little light on it. Works. I have mine with a drape over it. You can see there's the actual circle one. I put the drape over it, the little small green screen piece, because the actual round circle is a little bit more of a shiny material and it reflects a little bit more than I care for it to. Whereas this is a little bit more of a flatter material and it doesn't reflect as much. So when you light it up, excuse me, it just seems to work better. And it all comes back to the exposure and then the reflection, because you can light up a green screen and it's going to reflect the light back off and then it comes back onto you and then it can start messing you up as well. So it's super technical, super easy, super technical. So, but I'm gonna walk you through some scenarios. Like if you want to film somebody like swinging on a rope and you just want them in the middle, or I'm gonna talk about how I'm gonna do a shot where I'm actually climbing out of the monitor and pointing on the subscribe button, and how you can do all that in green screen. So we'll talk about that some more later this week. And then the one other thing I want to say about Snagit, and I'm going to talk about it more next week, is you can also use it to edit audio. So one thing that I've ran across in Instagram is you get the audio and it won't let you match it up. Let's say you find a song you want and it wants you to cut your song or cut your video down or whatever, but you're like, I want to use that one. Well, if you can't figure out a way to use that song because it's too short, then you can take that song and move it over to an editor like a Snagit or like a or you can use Snagit to grab it and then move it over to the editor, and then you can loop it, and then you can bring it back in and basically give them the same credit, but now it's just looped. And that's how I've used it as well for audio editing. And that, again, Snagit, grabbing the audio, looping it, and then turning around and putting it back in for my video, and it works. Again, just your phone's quicker. That's the only other note I have on here today. Then tomorrow, I'm going to show you how we start and how, if we're doing something here on the computer, how I use OneDrive. I also use sometimes Google Drive or Dropbox, but how you can take and get all your stuff that's here on a computer if you're doing some stuff here, and then moving it up to the cloud so that you can easily get it to your phone and then do the rest of the editing here, because editing here is so much easier. So much easier. On most stuff. It's big, easy things, no big deal. If it's really, really detailed stuff that I really need to work on, I prefer to do it on a computer because I can just do it easier here. I don't care to get in here and do all this small pinching stuff on very detailed stuff. It just is frustrating to me. So again, it comes back to what I said the other day, preference. So that's about it, guys. We'll get into the big, deep stuff with the rest of the tech stuff, the exact stuff I use. I mean, down to the lighting, to this stuff. This, you're talking like $47 to put that on there, and it folds up, collapses down, and you can easily store it. And you open it up, put it in the back of your chair. It's got a little pocket that sits in the top of your headrest. So I mean, it's super easy. So it's little easy things. And then my lights that I have on the side of my desk. So I'm going to show you all of that. But that's it, guys. It's 7:43. It's on a Sunday. Church day. You guys have a great day. Take it easy. Go Titans. And we'll see you on Monday morning. We're going to talk a whole lot of tech. All right. See you guys.